This lady, your friend Gifty Oware, National Service Sika no we she's a criminal. Sa chichidie we oni kon, why say eye kra. Sa girl we our assets bebre or the National Service na ewie sika no. As we speak today, this girl we Johnny Afrigana. Girl we ya kromfo na ye no. Girl we Ocean the property se wa crowd ashishenko for demand and where misre. Achichidie we obo watch $40,000 watch. Who the fu any the nim ni nyina ye pe. Ne concert T square. Ojinawa as a kura pito kura ye di kodu atoso. Kwasi aba we da kache John Mahama 2020 said John Mahama is an idiot. What team and a national service for sika no. Why is the team for the gum na oti omo national service sika. Go see a giant near the one team then the tear down no sense ho. Near yi the dross no otua dan ho. Na the fu no sense ho. Kwasi afo we wi sika na nam Ghana. And they ono se onya trying to post election break inti. Ya to aba bi man I shocked inti we lose into akwatena bruchiri. Kwatena be na wo. So onya kromfo a omre fie. And what female team and on enkwara ne da. She's a lesbian. This lady, your friend Gifty Oware, National Service Sika no we she's a criminal. Recently, in the State of the Nation, John Dramani Mahama ekafa eye hawa omwa na National Service no omuda no na bi Gifty Oware ene omomaka akromfo a omuwia Ghana sika ye head count na ebehu nipa dodo a omuwie sika $20 million. Now, sa chichidie we girl we oni kon why say eye kura I una has a cry yedi kodu atoso. Saga way our assets bebre or the National Service na ewie sika no. National Service no de ewie sa sika ni nyina. As we speak today, this girl we Johnny Afrigana. Now, John Dramani Mahama, the president, when he was speaking yesterday at the State of the Nation, no, or ye emphatic say, or be instructed the right agencies to put a arrest alert on this lady and the other people who have stolen through National Service Secretariat. Now, sa achichidie we sa amotia we a ne konte se kura. Ne lawyers ababontene ka kire say Gifty Oware Mensah took post-election break. Ono ne lawyers abeka kire say sa ga we no election na obu lose ye nti ashokin nti ama we tu kwan kwasiafo. Ne to sa apan Mede sa Dr. Wask will say a wina mo friend no sa Wask no mede ne papa ne mame number beto ama mo afro mo omo mede ne mame ne papa picture ba omo numbers bebra mu sisi amunya abotre. I'll get you the numbers of the parents. Now ne concert T square ade chinya after John Mahama make his statement no parliament say girl we ya kromfo ne ye no because millions girl we Ocean the property se wa crowd ashishenko for demand and where misre. S class muni ade achichidie we obo watch $40,000 watch. Who the fu any the nim ni nyina ye pe. Hey Kevin Taylor. Ne concert T square ojinawa asa kura pito kura ye di kodu atoso. Kwasi aba we da kache John Mahama 2020 said John Mahama is an idiot. We what team and a National Service for sika no. Why is the team for the gum na oti omo National Service sika? Hey, Ghana for we cause the jai won it trim. So our circle no tear down. But Ghana democracy inti. The lalabas democracy inti. We not go see a giant near the won it trim, then the tear down no sense ho. Near yin the dross. No o tear down ho. Near yin the dross. None the fullness sense ho. Obiaba no the dia one the two. Cause ya for we scared nam Ghana. And the ono se wonya a dear friend who post-election break inti ya to about you man I shocked inti we lose into akwatena bruchiri. Hey, kwatena be na wo so onya kromfo a omre fie onya kromfo a omre fie and what female team and on enkwara ne da. She's a lesbian. Me, I don't care about that part of her life. I don't care. The team small girls in order and say woman on your mother da. So free asla ho. This is the nonsense you have been experiencing all these years. National Service sika we real sika nyina. Go away. Oni ekon ye de num nsuo oni bi. Tete no we mu ye kɔ wo a na ye de eye etuduro asoa omo we mu na no mo so etuduro woni metuduro na nse meti yesi kumase yesi black stew bi yakọ wi black stew ko asaba sasa afedi asa me sorry na nse ko read story bi a yesi black stew bi esi ahimfie ene na edi ohene ni si so obi akọ wi black stew akoton o de ko Germany sa asodi asa ye be hwe de obeto asase edi inti sa akwa we tetene na nke ko wo a kanana otufo nana chanchahene maba nana me do otufo Debi otufo me yesi ana monti ase nana hia me asa no be Kevin nie obe hira me 3 times nana me se tete no na otufo okọ ako a de na oso etuduro no oni kon efise ontimi ntwa ne ti because atamfo ni twa echi na yehu me bi ntwa ne ti si entwa na hemo si entwa ne tuo inti na amdi etuduro no esoa wemu na etuduro ne ye de soa no tete no ye kọ wa ye so de etuduro inti titi na da ho si no so ene kwase politics inti kwase panyi we ya be ye NSS boss ene we wia esika ono ka je we nya post election break hwe bo de mutima mu de we be before bo usa ade we ye fa ni suntui ade we ye fa ni suntui we nya post election break o ba betu ya Ghana Chanjan hine na makasa intiga we kwasa sama o kanu no ye twen no on de bebi oteno ontena wa na ne kon nyini na so wetuma ntena ma de kon nyini se ye de body be na e kire obeba na ne kon ayetenten na wo kon ene ko yesa agiro taki ko taki no mo fa bi so wo kon no so na ese oba ne hu se wo kon wa ne agya wo na sa wo de sa etuduro kon we beba ene obenu ho se etuduro kon we wo kon se de oso etuduro wo de betuduro ina me kura ye de tukuro kura ba bitim mabodam. All right, now wait there na me chechire machro. Now there's something you need to know about the NPP. Last time me ka bibia chro say NPP as a political party omo ye moa. And Ghana for we didn't take our time to analyze this political party. And until they took advantage of us from 1996. Omo dada ye bedu 2000 ye tam to me ma omo. Hwe the NPP as a political party, they have never, ever sat down to think about Ghana as a nation and impuntu ya omdema Ghana. Yaba democratic dispensation mu, and I say started to abayi president of Ghana. NPP this was 16 years. NDC this was 16 years. NDC for your president, JJ Atamils, John Mahama. John Mahama Atamils, Okani mi boma 8 years. Anything and there, John Mahama ye president. Indika Tamils the 8 years and John Mahama going to be president. This time. It took John Mahama the first and second Niboma on the Atamils Eshen technically 4 years. And a JJD 8 years. Into Kaboma now 16 years. J.A. Kufuor ye papa Kufuor be 8 years. And a Achichidiechi ye Agove Ekufuado on the Abozege ebedi 8 years. Into technically MPP ni NDC edi Ghana so 16. And so ende would we ni she Ghana ha na obusa say Ghana mpuntio school sem ekwan nipa mu abrabo mu nsem nyoma ama nipa ende otumi gina ne ni so obusa MPP for say dey na maya omuntumi hyeda mfa omunsa ensi bibi pote so de bia no omse ya papa Kufuor ubusa sa die na ya papa Kufuor ubusa se die na ya papa Kufuor ya omuntumi nka because it's a political party from day one they took Ghanaians for granted. No one say Jimmy a time will not come no more expect say there will be a time Ghanaians can stay at home and know everything about governance. They didn't anticipate say a day like this will come. I'm telling you. MPP ate ye no omoba politics mu omoba wini power no J.A. Kufuor be di president all kono e no wipe ne kwase asem oye nyina free system nim intende oko internet ne so Kufuor be di president 8 years Ghana at 50 speeches or make ye nyoma and ministers ye ne nyina ebi ni system nim omo papa ne nyina because in their head no na amabo no mbebu ye no e krono no mbebo ye Kufuor obebo ye krono de bia meka me say Kufuor as a grandfather, Kufuor as a husband is a wonderful man. Kufuor as a politician is a criminal. Yeah. And it is not personal. onuni juma odi no and one uncommon na many wood I don't have personal issue with him, but when it comes to his public life, he's one of the most criminals we have ever entertained as a president. And then I'm a kind of but no. As a dad, he's a wonderful dad. As a grandfather, he's a wonderful man. As a husband, a wonderful, great husband. But as a politician, Kufuor is diabolic and one hardened criminal. Obese Ghana. Yeah. If you're not able to be clear on these things, no way, Jimmy, I am drawing the lines for you to understand. Say, because and you're personal, it is about people and what they have done. Now, 2014. And John Dramani Mahama ebedi president. Obedi president 2012. 2014 no president. At a point, Ghana sika sem ekwachi kakra. And John Mahama ka say, as a president, I cannot take a unilateral decision or become a dictator and decide for everybody in Ghana. Inti John Mahama in 2014 catch Ghana for say, opese ABBF stakeholders meeting. Opese Ghana for jina ahemfo, ahema, tailor for, nurse for, lawyers, judges. Eye police for, soldier for, obiamra na yentinase. Na yendin komo emfa the future of our economy. Eye Ghana sikasem. Na as a government no, omu de bebe yedu no, omu ni se yenya IMF. Eso ya sinika kra. Yebetumi atoto nyome bi ema yeman no, yesikasem jina ne na aso. It is John Mahama as an intelligent politician and a Democrat who is not stupid and greedy, and from a party that believes in government that is inclusive. You can say inclusive governance. Aban mu nipa ene Ghana for mu nya aban mu nipa e ka mu tia bom achechere man. And you find inclusive governance. Into John Mahama respecting the view and the voter and the Ghanaian who gave him power, no? Okay, say we should all have a forum. Yen discuss say, will it be wise for all of us to commit to an IMF deal, or we have alternative means to solve our economic problems? Now, and when they call for a Senchi Forum nearby. In 2014, the whole Ghana obiaji tumu say yes. Or say nyina yekodin kumo otumfo say tutu gitumu ya na agitumu togba fedi gitumu eye nzima hene gitumu infante hene mena na kwesi ata gitumu eye bonofo kofo eye wafo but obia gitumu ne nyina gitumu say we need to have the forum because you are our president but we dey e say nyina yeka etribom you say etikro ene kwagina anamebwa. So the Century Forum was put together. Now what happened was that the government of the day invited every single Ghanaian and every political party to be part of that discussion. It wouldn't look like, or it wouldn't seem to look like, say, Abaina etosono na eteki a decision. As a decision, no, yene yewo krunim no, yetua taxes no, and a taxpayer no, yeni any day say in a decision. It's the NDC Aban led by John Mahama, Eton and Safre, the biggest opposition party then. Right now, the biggest opposition party in Ghana. 2014, the NDC government invited the biggest opposition party, the NPP. That time, na agove ene the abozege baomiamu di enim. The same time, they were all complaining about the economy. That time, kana dollar no endru 3. That dollar was lingering around 2.5. That dollar crossed 3. John Mahama every pound that dollar 3.4. Anytime I'm not all calling for the forum, the economic forum 2014, no, that dollar do 3, but he was calling for that forum. Mahamudu Baomiana oho, Nanado Dankweku Fuad no ho, Enquasia for more MPP munina, excluding Omo Winina no more ho. This is what they said. Let's listen to the MPP. Timer, your friend MPP say omunyina betina table no ho. Na yen have an economic forum. Ni decided the future of Ghana's economy. This is what the MPP said.
Well, as you've been watching throughout the day, the New Patriotic Party says it will not attend the National Economic Forum scheduled to begin tomorrow, May 13.
The NPP says the Economic Forum is intended to be a PR gimmick calculated to keep the people of Ghana in the dark about the real state of the economy.
According to the New Patriotic Party, although it is not against the National Economic Forum, the platform offers no opportunity to significantly engage in the process.
Last Friday afternoon, the NPP received an invitation from the seat of government to be part of a National Economic Forum that is scheduled to begin on the 12th of May 2014. How can the government call stakeholders to such an important forum at such short notice and expect any meaningful contribution in this national discourse? This is a clear manifestation that the government is just being disingenuous.
The party says several suggestions on the economy by the minority in parliament, economic experts and other key figures in the party have been treated with contempt by government. The NPP said it is still unaware of the base document and content to be used at the forum, adding the forum is rather to create a platform to legitimize proposals that have been formed up between government, the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund, IMF.
Information available to us suggests that the NDC government has already adopted a set of reforms between 2014 and 2017, which includes the retrenchment of workers, and has communicated same in its policy document to the IMF titled Economic and Financial Policies for the Medium Term. The question is, if the government has already adopted a set of policies and has already submitted to the IMF, what is the purpose of convening a National Economic Forum to deliberate on what to do?
The New Patriotic Party, however, says it will continue to provide workable alternatives to management of Ghana's economy.
I keep telling you, Akora we Jimmy, Omwan and Yinibe Penny Jimmy for 2014. The government then led by John Mahama invited Samomra, Nian Ghana Sika Samu. Paula Fokwa and they didn't Yakoshemu 10 years, MPP 14 in Yashemu. They used him because or 10 year boy said to be a catch one tafoni be. MPP be use him say moi. And every time you tumu for a monte, me say MPP, Yachichiro no means yao. We are 10 now, we are qua. Me, I don't care. I will tell you. They use Paul Afoko. Omuye no muchini ni Greg Afoko shemu 10 years. John Mahama 10 year boy na asaba be in a free jail. Mo intafodable MPP mu bi mu Jimmy. Let's go back to the basics. 2014 on my press conference catch the Ghana for say they are not going to be part of ADN. They are not going to be part. They are going to boycott the National Economic Dialogue. Inti sir on the 12th of May on mama. Can you call this a political party? Can you call these people you want to build a nation with? But do you know the most interesting thing about this party? They don't change. They don't change because it's a party filled with foolish old men, and the younger ones are more stupid because they don't want to reason. When it comes to the development of this nation, in Kwasiafo party way, they have never thought of this nation. They have never considered being part of building this nation. They have become a group of people. What they do is every time a person you develop they derail the nation. In 2014, the Century Forum, they boycotted it. They didn't go. Now here, John Mahama about power. Free SHS now. Kwame Nkrumah start here now. Ekufuor Kwasiampenyi way agove. With all due respect, Jimmy way ebe so ma was said no. Today John Mahama is back and I'll say the free SHS any education as a whole, the problems we have with our education. From basic school to senior high school to secondary level to tertiary, there is a problem. The gaps, the infrastructure deficit, the curriculum, every single thing about our education, I say. And John Mahama say, we all need to sit and then have a national dialogue. Party biamra, or hini biamra, soldier ni biamra, police ni biamra, nipa na otonsu ani polo no omo nyina mbra na yen discuss se ne yebetumi aye ye school system ni ye free SHS no yebetumi adane daneni managina ne naaso. If a political party is reasonable and ready to help the people and also willing to serve, what would they do? The national interest should and must be the interest of that political party. But what are we hearing today? Andrew John Mahama went to Parliament in his State of the Nation. He extended a very warm, respectful invitation to the NPP as a political party. The problem we are in today, education, as say, no, it is because of the NPP that came in and blew everything up. But at this point, John Mahama did not stand in Parliament to blame the NPP. John Mahama stood in Parliament to invite the NPP to come to help solve the problems they stupidly caused. At the end of the NPP for a release statement, almost said education forum, we know, reinstate sacked workers before we join economic forum. 2014, almost said notice in a short. Now 2014, almost omunya idea be say NDC abandoned in control letter comma IMF into ma. Another one as abandoned, Oma cause chaos no. Oma say school no, Oma say education no. They should come for us to think. Oma titi say ya pamu nkofobia ya for juma 7th of December ya to abewi no into omo ma. This is the kind of this is the political insect I'm catching Ghana for. Omu yankwasiya for. Na sebio sa ope Ghana year. Na se yesi ye obi edi kona wonti asia. Imbre du so ba betrem ya ka Ghana nsem achechire Ghana. But because they are not willing, because you know something, they know that when they come, they have to accept the fact to say omu normal causing the destruction of your education. Now, because of the guilt and the continuous damage they have done to Ghanaians, they always run away from their mess. And in the Omako what we call, Mahama Pam Nipebi. Nipebi a yefa omojuma on the 7th of December. Nkwasiafo, matna bemu 8 years. Went to Manfani Pejuma on the 7th of December na ofanipa. We are dying. Now, Abambia Bano said those Nipana of form on the 7th, they should be sacked because Sankabe for Mojuma, also for Mojuma, 4 years ago, and yes, 7 December now be free Bemuno, and you for the Pejuma. Almost say because of that, Ninti, Sa Education Forum way, Omunko. You see the kind of people we are dealing with. Well, the kind of foolish animals we are dealing with. Inti Atanani Dio Matema, and your personal, and your party no Omwe Jimmy. And we want Ghanaians to know, say, we have a political party filled with animals. LA animals. And the party filled with old and young people who don't think about the development of this nation. Oh, say 2014, no say Chairman's about the team. 2014, na party they were all in it. They came back in 2016. They destroyed the education. They are back again today. Mombranian solve a problem now. Almost say change. Yeah, ma. Enti adiachi 4 years sir. Na Ghana for Jiminti. Ni asako sala ise nwan. Ni ato aba mankwasi afo mama basa abese ikuru no. Mo papa ko fo ba ye obedi sike wo Ghana. Ekofa akola ketekete ma ne betwetwe ne bema ebetam $200,000 koye. Owie ye enokoye gold chain tu nkom. Eno Osama ne nkofo gold chains. Ghana at 50, a forensic audit was done. A commission which has power, like the High Court said, Kofo is a criminal. Kofo himself, they need to go to jail. More down to Kroma Masankwasi, Asadano Mohasa Baba Kachram say, Monto Abama 2016. And they have destroyed your education. You are calling them to come to a table for us to think how to revive our education. Almost Omunye. Into we are Ghana near Unim Nyansa. Why should you follow such a piglet party? Mr. S, these same people boycotted the 1992 constitution. Pull the dog for me. What's your 4 way? Team, I remember very well. The same MPP in 1992 yeah Ghana constitution ya ka so mra na mo metena se na ye ntwe constitution no na nya bibia no they boycotted the constitution we mo ye moa wo mo ye toilet mu moa na mo nya abuchen studies bia MPP 40 ana so MPP ni ye din na hwe ni deep osaboa me se MPP ni menye ni bibia ye din na hwe ni deep ya ka so hwe obi deeper fa o second eye na wo wutim no hwe ni ye uhu ni ye pa to so as aketi as aboa ana uhu mo de amunya time pa mu MPP for anya abotre abi ti se abronye begina wani ma ye din na hwe ni deep NSS wusu bempa ye din na hwe ni deep hwe chema wontumi deep ekufo do gina hwe ni deep nya abotre ka se wo hwe obi deeper hwe ni soul ubo so sa aboa anwa se moa Oma say moa. And that is them. Take your time and watch them. Any they change. They so gina say person who's MPP for a moa. Doom them light. Let's saw a torchlight almost. Almost shadow never better one. It will be a boa beba. Ebi no secret no man can't tell. Me say so person who's MPP for a moa. Said I doom damn light. Let's saw torchlight to almost. Almost shadow never better dine on. Obi a boa be yineni. Obo se bu how touch better so no than aketia. Obo better so than mampam. Obo better so than abrechi. Me say, o de who MPP ni a chene the doom light na so touch to no so. We mo ye nwan, we mo moa. Me minimum go for you. I deal with them. They don't care about you. They see Ghana for say ye Jimmy. These are animals. These are ingrates. They don't think about you and I. Their only thing is that party mra power na yenche say japade. Entiende education omo be say no. Yati krom ama enkwara ko school no muni books o mesua de wom. No muni books o ready. Syllabus kro no muni bi. Mombra na yen nyina yen kan ya adwene bom. Na yen san chichiri kro no education na omo se fa fe. Me say one day omo ya congress of conference mundum light na mumbie torch into omo so. E wona bo se zoo no mugum. Me say mo de amontete omo one day ka so omo ye conference so de ndien mo share doom light no na mo bie torch into omo so e hona mo say we animals kingdom obati fi pa obati kwa obati wo obati obati fi emwankwa MPP for me see doom light na so torch to omo so e hona bo you will see the inner them. How can we build a nation with such animal characters? How can we build a nation like that? And these things should tell you something. This is not a political party any Ghanaian should take serious. Now, let me tell you. In time, Messiah, get me the full story. Get me the story. These same people boycotted the 1992 constitution, the MPP. It is not a lie. This is the typical MPP for you. A foolish tribal party. NPP boycott of 1992 parliamentary election was a mistake. Hakman Owusu Ajiman. Or who draws MPP mu? And you pay for the party no. Or say we boycotting the 1992 constitution was a mistake. So he's admitting they boycotted it. The reason why he was saying it's a mistake was that they wanted to. If they had thought of it, they would have gone to infiltrate the constitution with their stupid tribal tendencies. And then ya because Oma Njino one term. Sankomo Jino one term and committee constitution ekofa Oma Hinie and Omunkwasi tribe ni beshi shemu. And then ya and your constitution Oma join say entrono. Hakman Owusu Ajiman on Runchen Simu MPP mu. Hakman Owusu Ajiman or a founding member of the NPP or say they boycotted the constitution now. NPP's boycott of the 1992 parliamentary elections was a mistake. They boycotted the parliamentary elections and they boycotted the constitution. These people, no, you cannot trust them. They are people, they are not there to help Ghana do anything. Parliamentary, 1992, Omanko. Constitution, 1992, Omanya part. Senchi Forum, National Economic Development Forum, Omanko. Yasaba, Yababa, another educational forum, national, almost Omanko. Why should any Ghanaian vote for such animals? Why should any Ghanaian get up and go say some MPP? Actually, with Jimmy. Yeah. So unya abuchena would see MPP followers when they are having a discussion. And they say be out Facebook. They are in a group discussion. And now call TikTok. They are in a group discussion. Now unya abuchena on. Nasa uti o mwa. Ubebusa on say, hey, a day na one mwa wite. I'm telling you for a fact. You can't group of Jimmy Pa Sanko for them. I am telling you, when you join or when you were scrolling on social media, now you could peer on discussion. So, as a group of NPP supporters, as a group, NPP ni ND supporters, NPP supporters, as a group, no mudin komo about our partner. So, we now put out to you because damn, yama muafrim. They cannot think beyond our party. No, it is all about na yedie, na yedie, na yedie, na wedie, na yedie. Na umu so mo pay asem. Na umu sa wona fo dem pay asem. Hwe de entafo just say na mo magimi ana. We are talking about a political party that should represent every Ghanaian, irrespective of your political background, religious affiliation, your ethnic affiliation. It's supposed to be a party that represents the people. But so good see na so omu din komo. Na so omu tiwo na omu sre. Na omu discuss omu party na. Utubu say yes, you are in the midst of animals. Odi aye nya abutre. Aye nya abutre ne tie MPP for omu kasa men kebi tie omu. Obeka say na we ye tie omu anase ye nyem omu anase ye ne omu. You'll be shocked. Their level of intelligence, the way they understand issues, the way they think Ghanaians think, the way they underestimate Ghana for. And the funny thing is, 99% of MPP supporters are in for. Yeah. They are typical villagers. 99% of MPP for wa abruchiri. No mu gurem ni aseso ma abruchiri. 90% no mu nkrinda. I'm telling you, I'm going to abrochase bluebird Charlie. Me say 90% of NPP supporters of Muabruchi, about 80%. They have no perspective. They have nothing, no knowledge. They were green, bush cows. And yet, the only trip they made in their life and a year long, from Ukrasi to Accra before playing Babruchi. I'm telling you. But see, the only tripper MPP for majority of MPP for Bruchi, the only trip I'm making in your life, and they say you better move free wurem or to two, and they say what for see from brand crying. Or say wurem to say cocoa about 8. But see, some go from Massachusetts, Bronx, Omumubino, Google UK. MPP for and MPP for me see. No mugu wurem ebo 6 abeti amutiti niaso ejimi for enkurase for omugu maso onkura omagu 88 no ebe fa obokoye. If you don't have any perspective, they don't understand why somebody should disagree with them. They don't understand why things should change. They don't understand why amamwone yebu no enye wo fa na wo se ebu. They don't understand. They don't have that perspective to understand. Say, so being free one time more, no submit to the Ghana. So they don't get it because they know when say okwe fuom, a bodo nsia no do ba so say improve car. Into no, the only say no wafa, say ne papa wu a, ne wafa no, ne on ne kodi ne wafa de. Into the team no or take governance. When they president or see a tuna or send of a better so into a nyakofua any MPP near Santini, Yankofa na po Jimmy for Nemra. Into majority no, they see governance say wofan wuna of Amra. Into the moment Nipana on any of air contest no, and you'll be already of de on Penasem majority. I don't know the two abridge myself more. Into first I don't want Ghana no mugu and I do from Bomudi Quabra or Kwabra was wadari kokuo. 99% of MPP supporters sanke form one kwa broche Germany ni ade a anke be ko mo tuadua omudua tuatua ho omodi bofuro nkwan na omudua efifi enti omo abroche omutumi nkopu open pool omutumi nkobi okowro no ho pe edua odua omo odua kitingiti tuatua omoto kai kwasi avoi me say and Friday MPP supporters me say who MPP supporter bi aka say betonsuom pool ni wuro ho betom onye da omo nyina omo fifi dua kitwe bi be 2 inches etutu omo to me think omo check kakra nko omo nyina tu dua they say aketia omo agimi wo be say bosses na obom din omo kai kwamna osibo wadani kokuo kwamna wadani eyi ofo eno dan wurem bosses be no wadani ofo eyi wen kwambo twai papa kwasiafo bugu abruchire enkwasade party dey adi kofowei awurade nyankopon ukono mo kasa adi say omudi bini otise omo hia no mo kasa ai ko hwehwe mo TikTok otise ba ku mienu miensa 10 omo hia no mo kasa ai so omudi toilet ansa no mo kasa nyansa efre ne nyansa omudi ba ku mpo bosses pero madane moa eche ewia na antofom ewia ne sunset team no madane moa oboni dia onte 90% je fom free nwuro na gugu abrochiri enti dia ye koso na ye chichiri man no they don't understand. They are pained. You see, when you lose an election, you just have to understand and say you did not do something right. Your party was wrong. They did not listen to the people. It is simple. Why do you get mad when you lose elections? Why do you have to basically make it look like the world should come to an end? 2016, John Mahama lost an election. He stood before the country and handed over power and told Ghanaians that posterity would judge. We will all get to know in the future. 2020, he lost the elections. Even though we all saw, say, John Mahama won, the war didn't come to an end. Nobody killed anybody. Even the MPP that used police and soldiers to kill Ghanaians, nobody said anything against them. And so when lose the election, what's the big deal? TikTok. Mahama yakwasia, Mahama yabwa. Na mono, monye ni pa na, mudi toilet ansana masoriana, masoriana pa, mudi toilet rejuchi musiana. I say mudi bini. Omukasa is a nine. No omugu platform so yen chese kom na jai na tanka Kennedy ba ya yen nyire enim se ne na ekoso ne nye ya party me se hwe ho amugimi Kennedy mu obodam ya soso na adwene ba o me agimi mo betena se ebusa ho se ade na sese ne Ghana fo kora kasa o mu mfiye obanyansafo omutuetue dua elom tete TikTok enianom we de maba o ya pese ebusa question bi ade ne na se ne Ghana fo kasa o mu mfiye ade ne party ne nya akono edie na yanyama party no sa na ye no na be Mahama dumso Mahama confirm and Mahama ambulance hwe only Ghana for munya lefties me say boju se Ghana for nyina na lefties mini lefties ni problem it is am Jimmy no e for mo power bi ebo do an inner search munya botre mo betena sia mo busabusam ho questions ede ne be ma party na ya kono yese nkofo hu yese ye moa ebe ne etumetwa edu efiri wo mu se ye nipa munyina mu tuetue dua ebo 6 a ye bom din amonte asiafo